Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're going to take a look at the Wolf Claw Devour Gamepad for PC. So this one is basically another one of those keyboard replacements. So instead of having a full-size gaming keyboard with all the different features, you have something much more smaller, more compact, that has your essential gaming keys laid out in a special way that it's more ergonomic to get to while you're actually playing the game. So this particular one, as you can see, I don't actually have the packaging for this. I actually bought this used, but the packaging is pretty simplistic. It usually just has Wolf Claw Devour on the front. Sometimes it has some pictures of wolves on the front of the cover, and on the back it usually just shows the controller and all its features. So nothing too special with the packaging. Now, going into the Wolf Claw Devour features. First up, it's a USB connection, and the cable should be more than enough length to go from your desk to where you've got your PC tower. Moving on to the underneath of this pad, you do have some feet there. So you got some rubber feet as well as some legs that you can actually adjust the height of the actual keyboard. So with these rubber feet on their own, if you put on a surface, it's not going to move really easily. It's going to be pretty stable. It's not going to slide around. As you can see, it's not moving very easily at all. It's going to be pretty stable when you actually place this onto your desk. Now if you want it a little bit higher, a bit more of an angle, you can adjust those legs up and put it down. So now it's slanted up a little bit more. So if you like that better, then you can adjust that just the way you like it. Now going into the actual main features of this. First, what you'll notice is the shape of this. It's round. Most keyboard replacements are either square or rectangular, while this one has actually got a really unusual round shape. And it also takes on with the keys as well. The keys are also going in this kind of circular shape kind of motion. So let's get into the keys. So on the top here you've got escape. Then these two buttons are here, V plus and V minus, and those are just your volume controls. And then moving into the keys. Now your keys are what you would most use while gaming. So at the top here you've got your F keys, you've got your number keys, you've got all your kind of primary WSAD keys, tab, control, shift, alt, and of course spacebar, and of course some of the other letter keys that you'd most likely use while gaming. So you've got all the essential keys there that you would probably use while gaming with one game or another. Now this specific design is designed for first-person shooters. So the idea with the kind of rounder keys following the shape of this gamepad is it's more ergonomic and more easier to reach while you're actually gaming. Let's put this up, put this down on here. So when you're gaming, of course your hand will be here. You can reach the spacebar very easily just there. WSAD keys right there. And the way it's rounded is that you can actually reach everything a little bit more easily without having to really stretch over to the keyboard. So its idea is that when you're actually gaming, you can reach everything really easily. Now the keys themselves, they press down really nicely, just like a keyboard keys. They respond immediately, very nice to use. And while gaming, you can reach everything really easily. I think if you have a bigger, like a larger sized hand, you might reach some of these number keys a little bit more easily and some of these further keys. But just with a slight movement of your hand, you can reach them if they're just out of reach normally. I find if I try to reach that one like this, I hit these ones down here. So I like to reach just slightly to get those. But otherwise, everything is within reach, and it's meant to basically be designed around you reaching them quicker, having faster response times, and everything like that. Now, having said that it is possible, but it does take a little bit of time to get used to it. Obviously, most keyboards don't have this kind of rounded key layout, and so it's very hard sometimes to get used to that if you've used to a standard kind of gaming keyboard. So when you first get this, you might find you might take a little while to get used to it. That is completely normal. But once you are used to it, you kind of realize this is more ergonomic, and it is a lot easier to get those keys because they are just in the right position that you don't have to overstretch your hand to reach them. Like I said, if you have a smaller hand, you might have to still stretch a little bit, just because the way it's designed, it's trying to be universal to all hand types. but I find like I usually have a bit of a smaller hand than most. I find sometimes it's hard to reach certain keys, but for the most part, with just a little bit of a stretch, I can reach them just fine. So overall, it does what it's intended to do. It's designed well, it's very ergonomically designed. The key layout is quite nice once you get used to it, but it does take that little bit of time to get used to it. Having the volume controls on the keyboard itself is a nice little convenience. You can adjust your volume while you're in the game. And of course, the next convenience is it is just plug and play. So you can just plug this into your computer, it automatically installs it just like a keyboard, and you can start playing. No drivers needed, no software needed, just plug and play, away you go. So it's really convenient to set up, great if you want to take it to LAN parties as well. If you want something a little bit more smaller than a full-size keyboard, then this is going to be a much more smaller alternative, a bit more compact for you to take with you while you're gaming on the move. Again, it also might be an alternative for a laptop or something like that if you want something small that's a bit more designed for gaming, then this might be something as well. Now you see these pretty often, they're not very expensive these days. You also see the latest version, which is the Wolf King, which I will do a review of the Wolf King sometime. But the Wolf Claw is still a very good product, it works very well, and this also of course works with Windows 7 and Windows 8, plug and play, no problem. While some of the other keyboard replacements are working on older systems but not on the modern ones because they need the drivers or the software. So this is a good alternative if you want something like this. You want something a little bit more cheaper, because this is a bit older now, so it's a lot cheaper than the newer version of it, which is the Wolf King. And of course it's plug and play and very portable to take with you. Like I say, the only downside I can really say about this thing is the fact it does take a little bit of time to get used to. But once you're used to it, it's a very nice product, it's very comfortable to use, keys are all very easy to reach, the keys respond really nicely. It feels like you're just gaming with a normal gaming keyboard, but the keys are just much more easier to reach. So overall it's a great product, very easy to find, and very compatible as well, and of course very portable. So you guys, that was the Wolf Claw Devour Gamepad for PC. A great little keyboard replacement. It's a very unusual kind of shape. But anyways, that's about all I can say about this one. Thanks for watching, I am Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe, I'll have heaps more gaming controller and accessory videos up very shortly. If you like this video, hit that like button, really helps out a lot guys. And as always, feel free to leave a comment down below if you want to, and share this video as that helps spread my video around. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.